Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sidelines. We welcome 8-time All-NBA first-team player Shaquille O'Neal. And it probably could have been about 15 first year, right?
It probably could have been about 15, but, you know, I was doing rap videos and didn't come into training camp in shape. And just really didn't care at the time.
And with pregame routines coming to...
Kevin, thank you very much. Last season, the Lakers duo of LeBron and AD became the first duo of Lakers starters in the All-Star game since Shaq and Kobe in 2013. It was, as we all expected, a perfect pairing. And LeBron said it's getting better as the days go by.
You're right, Dave. That is scary. Thanks for that one. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Look at the Lakers. They're still holding tough in that 5th position, still trying to climb the ladder.
And when you look at the Timberwolves, they're just right now outperforming those preseason predictions. And that's because they're getting help from some unlikely sources.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. We've got D'Angelo Russell. Edwards is out there with McDaniels. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Towns in at the 5. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Caldwell Pope. And it's Drummond in at the center. It's stolen by Edwards. Here's the break. And the rejection by James. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Russell against Schroeder. Count it. Shaq, we talk about the motor of a player like Russell and Westbrook. And we also have some bigs who really get after it. And I'm sure you've got some guys that stand out in your mind in the game now who stand out in that category.
Let's see, Montrezl Harrell.
Oh, yes.
Domantas Sabonis. And Andre, Mr. Drummond.
All good names. Big motors.
Yes, the defense sees James with the ball and assumes he's a shooter. But you know him, he exploits the defense to always find that assist.
It's stolen by Davis. Fast break, the Lakers. Davis has got the ball. Softly drops in the floater. Davis has got his second basket.
With great speed for a big, Davis regularly beats smaller players up the floor.
Here's Russell, and the slam dunk by Russell.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Oh, man, this is why the team can rely on Russell. He's always ready to do what it takes to finish the play.
Shaq, having played for 19 years, you went head-to-head with some of the all-time greats. Who stands out as the toughest opponent you ever faced on the floor?
Let me see, Alonzo Mourning for my first couple years. Then I made it to the big times. It would be Akeem Olajuwon, Tim Duncan, David Robinson when I got to the West Coast. And there was a gentleman by the name of Yao Ming.
Wow.
And for guards and wingmen, let's see, Jordan, LeBron, Allen Iverson, Greg Anthony, Plastic Man, Stacey Altman.
And Wayback Machine.
You got to throw Larry Johnson in that mix, too.
So a UNLV taste to
Yes,
it.
I do.
With some of these incredible names you just rattled off. To the middle. Here's Schroeder. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4 for 4 start for them. Now they're just getting all the shots they want.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. You're looking at the list of the NBA's top shooters from behind the arc for the past month. Second is Anthony Edwards. And, of course, D'Angelo Russell.
I mean, the shooting range of these two guys has probably been the most impressive. There's not a spot on the floor they can't hit from.
It's Russell with the drive. That one goes. Count it. Of course, you know as well as anyone, Shaq, mental toughness is a gigantic asset in this league. You look at today's players, and there are some that appear to be unfazed by pressure.
I call this the frown and the smile. There's one guy that smiles a lot when you try to pressure him. That's Luka Doncic. He'll hit you with a move, shoot the jumper in your face, hit you with a smile. Then there's the frown. Kawhi Leonard could do the same thing, but he'll hit a big shot, and he won't give you no expression. The frown and the smile, Kevin. The frown and the smile. Reminds me of Ernie and Kenny up there.
Tries from 10, and rejection by McDaniel. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively. This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 6-point game. Here's Harold. High quality look, and he sinks it.
And improving as a shot maker every year. Harold has to be accounted for defensively.
Russell passes to Beasley. McDaniels dishes to Beasley. Good on the three-point shot. Beasley's got 5 points so far.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
Marc Gasol is checked in for Anthony Davis. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Reed's checked in. 13 feet away. And that one, good.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Timberwolves leading by 5. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. No good from outside. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Here's Horton Tucker, and the Lakers tack on 2 more. Timberwolves have gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. And finished off by McDaniel.
Man, the decision-making of Russell, dependable at finding his teammates when they're in cover.
Harrell high post. And Harrell slams it in.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. McDaniels passes to Edwards. That one good for 2.
There isn't much this fella can't do, and just to prove it, he goes to the finger.
Here's Schroeder. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Schroeder's got his second bucket tonight.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, so far both teams have been outstanding at the offensive end, but we got a lot of game left to play.
D'Angelo Russell getting it done for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Well, Greg, we know he's already a solid scorer, but Kyle Kuzma spoke to us before the game about evolving his game.
The biggest area of growth would definitely be on the defensive end and my playmaking ability. This year, I'm just trying to be a consistent defender.
Now, having played with superstars, Kuzma is learning what it takes to win.
He's getting only so many shots per game, so I applaud him for finding other ways to contribute to his team with an eye toward the greater goal.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
Marc Gasol is out there with Harrell. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. And, Shaq, you played an incredible 19 NBA seasons. When you think about the most passionate and most impressive fan base around the league, who stands out?
Well, listen, New York, Boston fans, their passion, their knowledge.
Oh, nice. And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Rubio. second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Count that one.
An elite passer in this position. I mean, James always seems to make the right decision.
Minnesota in the lead. Bounce pass, Rubio. Here's Vanderbilt. Rejected by Gasol. Caldwell Pope left side. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Pass to Drummond. Shot from 12. That's tipped. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And stolen by Drummond. Now the pass to James. Wow, hammering it in.
Showing everyone how it's done. Dunk contest. That's 10s across the board, Kevin.
More and more teams going to small ball, but Shaq, we still have big guys who are fed winning because they throw their weight around inside. They make their presence known. Who leads the way when you think of that group?
Greek Freak, Andre Drummond, Joel Embiid, Rudy Gobert, Clint Capella.
How do you come up with these names so quickly?
Listen,
Boom.
I am still the reigning president of the Big Man Alliance.
You are.
Anything big
You
man,
know.
I know. All these guards and foo-foo pick and pop players, I don't know who they are. When it comes to the BMA, the Big Man Alliance, I am still the reigning president.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Gasol. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Minnesota. Okogie comes in for Malik Beasley. Stolen by Rubio. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Rubio's got the ball. Over Caldwell Pope. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
James outside. And again, the Lakers no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Rubio. Here's Vanderbilt. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And now it's an 8-point Minnesota lead.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
Here's Schroeder, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
And we want to thank the Big Aristotle for joining us here, dropping knowledge as always. I'm telling you what, Shaq, you make our broadcast better.
I want to say I appreciate that, Kevin, especially coming from you anytime, any place. You know where I am, brother. Just call me if you need me.
Are you going to be performing any ballet, the big Barishnikov?
Nah.
Have we given that up?
Nah, my toes are not feeling too well.
And Chris, you think about Shaq's ability to raise his game under the spotlight. We're seeing him do that as an analyst with us here courtside.
I mean, this is a guy who led the Lakers to 3 consecutive titles, during which he had the highest scoring average for a center in NBA Finals history. I mean, big fella steps up when he's counting.
And, you know, for all the talk about Rubio's passing, I think one thing that gets overlooked is his defense. Both his on the ball and defensive rebounding are very strong for the point guard position.
Pass to Okogie. Towns down low. He's defended by Harrell. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Exploiting the opposing defense in the paint here. That they've set up shop down in there this second quarter, and boy, are they cashing in.
The Timberwolves gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Culver's checked in for the Timberwolves. D'Angelo Russell comes in for Edwards.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Passes it to Davis. From the arc. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Well, there's really nothing AD can't do, and he knows it. The confidence is unreal.
Carroll against Towns. Bucket is good.
Good job taking advantage of the size mismatch. There's no way that jumper's getting blocked.
Here's Schroeder. Tries again. And it's, yeah, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Now that's the way you...
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sport. And making his triumphant return to our set, the one-man broadcasting phenom.
Thank you, thank you.
And that's all we have for now.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Dennis Schroeder.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Karl Anthony Towns. Beasley is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's McDaniels, and it's Edwards in at the small forward. Schroeder passes to Davis. Wide open. Yes, that goes in. Davis has got 11 points. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a...
Oh, yeah, Russell sinking a difficult shot. Takes serious effort to shoot past the foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
Free throw, no good for Russell. Stolen by McDaniels. Left side, Towns. Oh, he jams it right over Andre Drummond. Wow!
And you see Big Cat has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
Lakers trail by 9. Pass to Davis. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Nice break, the Lakers. Here's Caldwell Pope. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 5 assists in the game.
I really like it when Caldwell Pope leaks out on the break. He just finds a way to get past defenders and creates chances for himself in the open floor.
Russell against Schroeder. And it's Russell missing.
That's their first shot of the half that hasn't found a mark. It's been a good start for them.
And as he's aged in the league, Anthony Davis's offense has changed. Now much more of a face-up player.
Well, and that's where his game's been headed. His shot has improved, and he can step out to the 3, facing up and letting him use his...
Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Timeout.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in. And with the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard showing us this month's top passers. LeBron James, number 1.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
On defense, Minnesota. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile one block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Come on, Chad Russell.
Right side Towns. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Floats it up there for Harrell.
On offense, Davis keeps his head up and maintains awareness. That's how he spots a wide open man.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
And let's check out stats for James. Great showing for him last season. First in assists, 10th in scoring, and he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And dropping a lot of dimes. He led the league in assists because he's the ultimate competitor. An absolute magician with the basketball. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Kuzma outside. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got 6 assists here tonight.
Using his good shooting mechanics, Kuzma has the necessary range to hit from deep.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level. I love how fierce James is, a ferocious dunk artiste.
1:32 left in the third. Now here's Beasley. T right on him. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
They would love to see every possession end with a high percentage shot like that.
Lakers trail by 4. Here's Horton Tucker. He has 6. Knocked away. Fast break, Minnesota. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Russell against LeBron. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Lakers shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
And the technical free throw is good. The Lakers making a switch here. Schroeder's checked in, and then for Minnesota. Culver's checked in for Edwards. And Ricky Rubio's subbed in for Beasley. Russell against Schroeder. Floats it up for James. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, all you have to do is lob it up to James. His timing on these alley-oops, incredible.
It's stolen by Schroeder. Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from LeBron.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Culver kicks to Towns. Here's Rubio. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Rubio's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Now here's Kuzma. Defense is right there. Puts it up from 12. Reed with the rebound. Here's Towns. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
That's the way you want to.
And so it's Minnesota with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more in store for you right after this. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Andre Drummond is out there with Montrezl Harrell. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard.
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Towns can sure get himself going offensively.
Lakers trail by 6. James looking around. Kicks it out to Schroeder. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
And the basket by Okogie.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's off to Oklahoma City for him after this game, so they have the Thunder to look forward to. And that'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
McDaniels, he's checked in for Josh Okogie. And the Lakers call time here. Karl Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Absolutely on fire. They need to regroup and figure out a way to slow his roll.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Displaying superb leaping ability, Russell's electric in the air for someone his size.
Floats it up there for Harold. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And Towns gets it to go.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
The pass to LeBron. Pulls up on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 5 assists in the game. Timberwolves leading by 5. Russell dishes to McDaniels. Towns is doubled. Here's Russell. And again, it's Minnesota.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Schroeder against Rubio. Bounce pass, Schroeder. James with the bucket. LeBron's got 12 points here in the second half.
Love the attitude of James. When it's an important moment, he demands the rock and delivers.
Here's McDaniels. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The first free throw is good. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Los Angeles. The Timberwolves also changing it up. Edwards, he's checked in for Culver. And it's Beasley in for D'Angelo Russell. And McDaniels drops them both. Now here's James. And the dunk by James.
And defensively, I know we say it every game, you have to try to make someone other than LeBron beat you. Easier said than done.
And the Timberwolves call time here. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Edwards against LeBron. That one drops for him. James has got 10 points in the quarter.
The biggest fear any opponent has, I mean, watching LeBron go to work inside, I mean, you know what the results are going to
McDaniels kicks to Beasley. Towns down low. Harrell on him. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 21.
I mean, in a word, resilient. When you think about his interior scoring ability, Towns is able to power through the defense for that one.
Here's Davis. And McDaniels with the block. Edwards against James. Edwards can't hit. Lakers trail by 7.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Oh, yeah, a little room for error now. We'll see what they run.
And you want to talk about a big-time shot from Davis? You know he lives for moments like these.
Kicks it out to Rubio. No good. Shot missing. Straight D that time from Dennis Schroeder. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Oh, this is where Davis excels. The stakes motivate him to play with reckless abandon.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
D'Angelo Russell's checked in for the Timberwolves. And that one misses. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
Well, and Caldwell Pope really sees the court well. Everyone knows this guy can shoot, but his passing is also outstanding.
Good.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 5. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. From deep, James, it's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let up. This is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Yes!
Oh, you gotta love the poise of James, a master at executing in clutch situations.
Here's Edwards. Yes!
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Schroeder passes to James. It counts! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Love the confidence from James. Has the mindset that he can let it fly from anywhere.
So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment. And